Hey YouTube, this is Wrestler Amusement Fan 62. Now, I got this idea somewhat from a friend of mine who I've added here on YouTube and such. And he does these videos a lot about, wrestling fans and all of that. So I want to do something like this, but my own take. You're going to look at the title of this video and be like, what are you talking about? Wrestling fans need to change. I don't care if you're a fan of WWE, AEW, TNA, New Japan, a small indie promotion, whatever. The thing is this, all these wrestlers at the end of the day, no, it doesn't matter the company, are human. They deserve their own freedom and stuff like that. The problem is us fans are wanting, to swarm them like we're bees attacking somebody. That is the main problem, is these fans don't deserve that. And CM Punk did a promo in, I believe it was 2012, 2013, talking about, fans wanting him to sign this and that at 3 a.m. in the airport. That is something we don't need to do. Like, there was an incident in Paris of fans swarming Rhea Ripley while she was out doing her own thing. That is something we don't need, because Rhea Ripley, at the end of the day, is a human being. While she is one of the bigger people in WWE, she doesn't deserve that. Just like I'd hate to see a wrestler's like DMs and all of that, because I'm sure, especially some of the more attractive females, probably get a lot of pervy comments and stuff like that. So that is something we need to relax about. Now, as far as like male wrestlers are concerned, now I'm sure they get that sometimes, especially with female fans and stuff like that. But the main problem is with female wrestlers in particular. And then these wrestlers also have to deal with stalkers and all of that. So that is the biggest problem. We need to figure out ways to not do this in particular, because you're going to start making these wrestlers uncomfortable and all of that. Because I'm sure these wrestlers don't want to have to deal with fans when they're half tired, half asleep. They're tired, especially when they come back from places like France and Saudi Arabia and Japan and all, when they do these overseas tours, as well as like overseas house shows and all of that. Now, I'm sure with stuff like NXT, they deal with it somewhat as well, especially for certain wrestlers. But it gets worse as you go to like Raw and SmackDown. So we need to find a way to be better with wrestlers in public.